So what we had discussed in the morning, we was discussing regarding the class concept. Means how we can create the class, how we can call the class, and how we can create our own method inside the class. So by default, which method going to execute? That was constructor method. And we not going to call that constructor method. It going to be auto call. As your means as you created the instance of your class, automatic the constructor method getting executed. We not going to do anything. So, but suppose any method means our method predefined or custom defined. Custom method means our defined method. If any our defined method is there, then what we have to do? We have to call that. So how we can call? We have to create that with the help of new, and after that we can call that method with the reference of that variable. Correct? Anyone having doubt in this line? Means up to there what we had discussed in the morning. Any doubt, please tell me. Okay.
No doubt, sir.
Okay, fine. So keep in mind what is the use of constructor and how to declare the constructor and what are the properties of constructor, something. So keep in mind because in interview they are asking these questions. Okay. So next topic is inheritance. What are you getting from the term inheritance? Any idea? Anyone having?
Yeah, sir. Inheritance basically used to extend class which child class to parent class like that, sir.
Okay, so inheritance means to extend, means to access the data or property or method, whatever is written there, we can access that. So with the help of inheritance property. So how to combine means how to get the data or property, whatever we are writing inside that. So previously we had done one thing, import and export was there. So with the help of that import and export, what we can do, we were declaring because we are defining property method somewhere on some file, and we was getting that with the help of import, and from that file we was exporting. So here what we will do, here we will go with the inheritance property and how we can access the data in the sense property method, those things whatever is written inside, that's not the matter, but whatever is written inside we want to extend, we want to get that. So the keyword for extending the other method or property is the extend keyword. So keep in mind this one, that how to get the data means a method or whatever, how to get that. So with the help of extend keywords. So whenever you getting the means any question like how we can inherit that class or method, so with the help of a extend keyword, and this is from the oops concept, object oriented. Okay, this is from the oops concept, inheritance concept. Okay, so to create a class inheritance, use the extend keyword. A class created with a class name inheritance inherit all the method from the other class. Means we created two class, and in one class we had done something, we written some method there, and in another class we written some method. We want to access the another method. Means suppose method one is there, method two is there. Suppose that two class. Okay, and just I will write here C1, then curly braces, sorry, yeah, and here we going to write a constructor, then this one, and here be writing M1. This is our M1 method, correct? So next I going to create one more class. So Vivekanand, are you getting? Vivekanand, Roshan and Sweta, are you getting or not? My voice is audible or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, audible, sir.
So are you getting whatever we are discussing now?
Yes, sir.
Because you see what we are doing, we are going with the class concept itself. Previously, although previous also we had discussed that class. Same thing is there. So whatever we had discussed in the morning, same thing from the previous itself. But this one is the new inheritance. This is means now itself we are starting that one. So don't think that morning we had left or this that, nothing. Okay. So how we can inherit the property or method, whatever? So with the help of a which keyword? Extend keyword. Okay. So what we are inheriting? Suppose that there is one class C1, there is another class C2. C2 having method M2 and C1 having method M1. Suppose you want this method M1 to use inside this one, means class 2. How you can access? With the help of extend keyword. So here we will write extend keyword. Wait, do one thing. If suppose I want some method will be there. Let look here also. Method from other. Okay. Create a class named model car model which will inherit the method from a car class. Okay. So here it taken one car, means up to where it gone. Okay. Okay. So this is your sample example. Now I taking this one and now see. So what we had written here. So we written here there is one class, means a class name is car, and there is another class is model. Okay. And inside model we had written, and this is your variable part, car model document dot then my car dot show. Let cut this one. And okay, anyway we have demo, that not an issue, we will get the data. Okay, so what be done? Let's look over here. So we taken one car, means one class whose name is car, another class whose name is another class whose name is model. What about the model? Model is going to use the method which is available in the car class. Okay, how it will be? Which calling? 1 second. Okay, do one thing, otherwise just we will make separate. See, here we had created one class and here we had created one other class. Suppose we had written M1 method there, and if we want to use M1 method inside this class M2, how we can access, how we can get, means suppose we want something console.log, something is there. Okay, and we want to use M1 method like this way. So we can't get, we are getting error, correct? And for getting that one, for accessing that one, what we will do? First, we have to create the object of that one object. And second thing, we have to extend the keyword. Then only we can get. So same thing is written there. Why we are getting like this type of design? Okay, it finish. Okay. So we taken one car method, and inside the car class, inside the car class we are using constructor, and there is one our method, that is present method. Okay, let's move to the next one, another method, that is model. Inside the model, what we are using? We are using one constructor. So we will not discuss regarding the constructor part. Okay, let it to be. There is another method, so, and in the show method, what you are looking over, return this dot present. Where is this method available? Present method is written there. Where is that present method available?
In class cards.
Is this present method available in the class model? This class?
Okay.
No, means this calling somewhere. So check that where this is available. So this is available in your this class. Correct or not? Do one thing here. Comment second class. Okay, and write here first class. So there are two class, first class, second class. In first class, what is the method? First class having present method. Fine. And second class, which method it having? it having so method. Is this or not? I not taking the constructor part. Left, ignore constructor. We already know. So except that one method, that is so method, and here one method, that is present method. And if you want to use the present method inside the another class, means that second class model. So how you can use it? So what we have done here, we are writing this dot present. So we are getting that. That's okay. Wait. Run the first. Run the output. Let's check the output first. So see that our output is available on the UI itself. So what is written there? I have Ford. It is Mustang. Something is written. Okay. So here this dot present, what is written? Present I have a khali sthan, this dot car name, means this complete data they are returning, and it getting where? Inside the second class. Who is playing the main role for accessing that data? So remove this extend keyword. Okay, now it become normal. There is nothing new in this case. We already know how to create that I this get open.
Sir, your VS Code completely changed.
Yeah, actually due to Git, actually it's coming like that. 1 second. It's fine. I am on this page itself.
वो घुस गया है
Yeah.
सर राइट साइड में इसको
Okay.
बीच ही एक्सटेंड
Yeah, fine. So next. Yeah. So what we done here? Here we had second. What is this one? Open changes with previous change revision. Open changes with revision. No, it will not do anything. Okay. Due to Git lens, it's working like that. Let me toggle file heat map. Let it to be. Okay. So what we done here? There is one method. What happened?
ये चाह नहीं रहा क्या पड़ा है
वो क्या रहा है भाई? दिमाग खराब कर दे रहा है।
सर ये चेंजेस हो रहा है सर आपने वो फाइल कमिट
या
गिट पुल किया होगा सर गिट
हाँ
पुश
वही है, गेट पुश किया हुआ है, बट अभी जो हुआ नहीं ना हुआ है, ये 3 सेकंड एगो दिखा रहा है ना वही. ओके, so what we done here? Here we are taking one class, that is class car, and second having the class model, and in the class model we had written something, some method, that is show method. Okay, and in show method we are using this dot present, this method which is available in class first, correct? And but we are not using any extend keyword, means we are not going to inherit. So let's save and let's check whether we getting the output or not. So output is not available, correct? But in console we getting error. What is the error? Super keyword unexpected here, means we are expecting, we are writing some super keyword, this one it's giving error, something like that. Let's comment this line also. Let's save. We getting error. So what error is there? This dot present is not a function because this dot present, now this will search inside this method, this class itself, but this is not available in our class. This is available somewhere. So where that is available? This is available in this class. So what we want to access this one, means this method, present method. So how to access that? So with the help of a extend keyword. So we will write here extends, and after extend you have to give the class name, where from where you going to take that method. So which method? This dot present, and where that is available? Available in the car class. So let's add car class, and now save, and now check that whether we got the or not. So must call super. Okay, we had commented this line. Let uncomment. Yeah. So we got the value. It have a 4, I have a 4, and it is mustering. So I will not discuss this super keyword. This is actually due to the constructor area. means when you calling any method from the upper anywhere, so you have to add their super construct, super method actually. So then only you can able to access that value. That is the thing. So this, if you want, you can read the constructor. In constructor, it will take like 1 or 2 hours. Then you will get somewhat more idea. Okay, but it's not an issue. So how we can access the data means how we can access the method. So with the help of a extend keyword. Got it? So this type inheritance is working. That if you return some method, if you return some method somewhere, and if you want to access that method, you can use, you can get that. How? With the help of a extend keyword. And with the help of extend keyword, we can access that property method which is written anywhere, means in any class. Clear? Had you got some idea or not? Let's say do one thing. Tell any examples what we can.
सर सुपर कीवर्ड क्या करता है?
Super actually in the
वैल्यू
constructor
पुश
you
कर रहा है
don't.
ना?
Yeah, it's a no. Actually, it is for the accessing purpose. I think.
Sir,
Yeah.
when using extend word, we can take a constructor super all this without using constructor super. We can use extender.
One second. One second.
And हमें आ ना
What? What? What, Dharmender? Do one thing. We will write one method.
yeah.
Okay.
That's why
Sorry.
super keyword make plus the uh,
Your voice is not coming clearly. Yeah. Tell.
in object we pass and super keyword attach and pass the first class because it is pushing because he using brand name in class second.
Yeah. Yeah.
So super keyword we use to push the brand name like in class first.
So let's see. Let's check that what it doing actually. I'm telling you.
One time hover on sir a
So
class a super keyword.
car is there.
So
Constructor brand. Okay. This dot car name equal to brand. Fine. Then
yeah.
present. I have the car name. So here it got that car name. That's fine. Next. Here extend constructor. In constructor the brand and mode is coming. Okay, and in the super case brand we are passing, so it passing this brand value to the upper class. Where is the upper class? Upper class is this one.
We pass,
And in this
yeah.
constructor that brand value is
Passing
coming.
in one.
Yeah, from
Yes,
there,
yes.
from there we are passing that value. So with the help of super keyword we are passing that value there. And then this dot model equal to mod, and then this thing, and now take this one. So new model equal to Ford and a Mustang. So from this they are passing, means see that which class they creating the object. We are creating the object of the second class, not the first class.
Model.
Got it? We are creating the object of the second class, means via second we are communicating with the first class. We are passing the model and whatever two properties there we are passing in the class second. And here with the help of super keyword we are passing the brand to the first class. And where is the first class? So where first class is the car, and we are not creating the that object means of this car class. See that there is only one new keyword, there is no any extra keyword, there is just only one, and we are creating the object means a object of the second class, and via second we are passing the value with the help of super keyword inside the constructor. So what super keyword will do? So super keyword it will take the value. With the help of super keyword we can pass the value to the upper class in the sense which class getting inherited. So how you telling that inherited, which class will get inherited? So we can access, we can look over the extend keyword, and after the extend keyword whatever is written, that class is getting extended. Let's do one thing. We will make one example, just a simple example. If you want more detail on the
So
constructor,
basically using super keyword, we push the value in parent class.
Yeah, parent itself. Correct. So constructor, and then we will write okay, let it to be. Then make one method m1 thing like that, and return. Okay, something we will write, not an so go with there. Wait. Now make m2. Okay, so what we done here? We had created one method, that is means we created one class, that is a student class. There is one another class, that is a school class, and we are creating one method, that is m1 method, and we creating another method, that is m2 method, and we are returning something. We don't know what we are returning, but we are returning. Let it to be. So create the object. So which class object we will create? Okay, before that we will write the constructor, sorry, console. So write here console.log, and which one? As student, a student, that is first class. Okay, this is your first class. Now come to the constructor part of the second one. Pass there. So what is this one? This is second. And which one? A school. CHOOL, a school. Okay, let's save. Be getting anything. Okay, so create the variable. So how to do this? Create the means a class object.
Let
So
office
let,
equal to
yeah. So let, and what is that? A student.
office equal to
Wait, a student equal to new a student. Correct or not? So we can do like this way, and
yes.
I will make that class name always with capital letter, and a school name also will be capital letter. So we will make this capital letter. Let's save, and let's look over that what we got in the output. So we got output as a student class first. We not got anything more. Okay, because we had, why we got to that one? Because
Because you pass a student sir.
yeah, because we
Create
had
object.
created the object of the second class. Now create the object of the first class. Let, what is that? A school. Let a school equal to new a school. Okay, and save. Let's see what happened. A
Capital S
school
sir.
before it is, what is the issue? Oh,
Capital S. Capital S.
correct. Okay, so we got the second. Correct. Means we got the second class, that is a school, and this class also a school. But what I want, there are two methods, that is m1 and m2. Now come to the m1 and m2. I will return here something just 5. Okay, and here I will return just 1. Let's save. So we want to access that method, m1 and m2 method. How we can access? So we can access like with the help of reference dot m1. Is this correct or not? Let's
Yes
save
sir.
and let's see what happens.
Because it's returning value now, we not
Yeah,
print
yeah,
sir. Print a student dot m1.
correct. Let's do one thing. Make the variable itself here.
Yes.
Let stu equal to, and now print the value console.log and stu. Let's save and check. So we got the 5. Correct. Now do the same thing for the second also. We created that a school, and after that SCH school. Sorry, don't take this name. SCH, and we will call that, they have M2 method. Fine. and here we will take SCH, save. So we got
Sir, student change, sir.
yeah, a school, save. Yeah. So what we got
Capital S,
here?
sir.
Yeah, it's
Small
working
is.
fine.
Yeah, guys, small is.
That's variable. Yeah. Okay. So we got 5 and 1. From where that getting? We getting from the method second means wait. I will make a string itself. M2 method. Okay. M2 method and M1 method. So this type, what we had done, we had called both method how separately. Correct. Here no any concept of inheritance or anything. But what I want to call the second method a student means sorry a school method. Let's comment this line. I want to call a school method, and inside the school method we want to access which one? M1 method. So next thing, this one is the main. Oh, that is coming second one. Okay. So now we will access. Okay. So now we will access which one? Second method via first one. Means we will access the first method via second method. Because now what we were doing? We were accessing both methods separately, but we not want this one. We want to use the concept of inheritance. Because when you will write more and more lengthy code, that time you will mostly use the concept of inheritance. Because you're not going to declare again and again same method. So what I want M1 method. So how we can call the M1 method? Let's say move the above example. How we had moved it. So see this in this line. In the above example, what we had done? We had written this dot present, and this method was available in the above one. See that. Control and press. Be referring there. So same thing we will do here also. So what we will do? Can anyone? I want to access M1 method inside there, means inside the school class. How to access? Means I want to here.
One method inside the school class.
Yeah, means here itself M1 pass plus concatenate. What are you thinking? It will work or not?
Sir, pass this dot M1, sir.
Okay, this dot M1
And extend class, sir, also.
fine. So this dot M1 we got.
Pass extend
Okay,
class student.
let's save and check what error we getting. So what error you got? We got this dot M1 is not a function at a school dot M2. Means it's telling that inside the school dot M2 there is no any M1 function. But what we thinking, what we want to do, we want to access the M1 method of the class student. So how we can access? Inheritance. Right there, extend keyword. Not extend, that is extend say plural. Extends keyword, and we which that which class have that method? M1. Which class having that method? So that method is available in the class student. Correct? So we will write that. Let's save. What happened? Super. Yeah. Now you have to call here super keyword. Why we required super keyword? Okay, for calling that method actually. Yeah. So see, when we added, what is the output? M1 method and M2 method. We got that or not? See that. M1 method and M2 method. Where it came? Line number 65. See that line number, sorry. Line number 65, that is done actually, this one console. But we are accessing M1 method inside the another class. That is the main thing inside this class. But if you want to access the M1 method from the class of a student, this class, how we can access? Means I not want to use this method, means this class. We have just only one class. How we can access this data, M1 method? Hello. Suppose there is not this class, this class is not available. Just comment this class. Comment. How we can access this M1 method?
So create object one for a student and pass
Yeah.
a student or
So
M1
already
like
we
this.
had created the object.
Yes, sir.
That is simple. We created the object. That method is, but that method is available on the some class, and we want to use that method some inside some another class. So what we can do, we are using the extend keyword. Now is this possible with only two class or multiple class also we can take? So let's see. So we will make one more class here, class, okay, and teacher, and this one take capital T. Okay, then what we will write? We will write the constructor method. Okay, and inside constructor, what we will write? We will write here M3 method. Now tell me what I want. I will M3. Okay, let write down. Don't be confused. Okay, inside M3 method, I want to access M1 method. When you taking extend in this necessary to take constructor or not? Yeah, Sweta. So constructor is necessary because this super keyword, super is used for super is used to call the method of the that which one, extended class, means inherited class. So super keyword will work inside the constructor only, not inside anything. But let's try. We will comment this line and let's see whether it will work or not. I'm not thinking that it will work, but let's see, verify. So it worked. It's not the issue. But always we have to follow this actually. We have to always take the constructor keyword. Don't skip that. Okay. What is required? Why constructor is not taking that, considering that time? Okay. Okay, so what I want, my requirement is that I taken one class, that teacher. I want to access M1 method. Where is the M1 method? So M1 method is available in this class. How to get M1 method inside the this one class teacher here? I will go with the log itself, just nothing more. So here I want to access M3. Okay, and here I want to concatenate. How to do that? Means how to call M1 method inside here. Any idea? Anyone? No idea.
Yes, sir.
Sir, teacher extend
Yeah.
class
Teacher
name.
will extend. Okay, it will extend because it that method is available somewhere. Where is that method available? A student. Method is M1, and this is available with class a student. So we will extend the a student. Correct? So we will
Yes, sir.
extend STUDE a student. Fine. So we extended that a student keyword. Fine. Next, I want to use the method M1. Correct. So here
Yeah.
I want to use M1 method. So how to write that M1?
This dot M1.
Okay, fine. So this is become the variable. So we will go with the this one. Correct. And write that this dot m1. Give that. Correct. And let's see now what should be output. Output should be m3 and this m1 or whatever we had written. Let's see what happened. We not got. Why we not got? We not got because we had not called the m3 method. That is the thing. We can call internally also. Internally also we can call, then we have to call this class to that side. Then only we can. We had extended which one? 1 second. We calling this method. Okay. So be
Sir, we,
calling the school. Yeah. So be
yeah, sir,
calling
we
a
remove a
school.
school and pass teachers.
Yeah, that's will be, teacher not base. Yeah, base is the teacher. Yeah, correct. So teacher and method name is m3, not m2.
Yeah.
Teacher having m3 method, and now super keyword is required actually. Let's say comment this line. Okay. So when we writing, suppose that constructor, so we have to pass the super keyword. If you not writing constructor, you can remove the super keyword. That is the thing. Save. Okay. So what we got? We got m3, and here we getting from the m1 method. Correct. But what I want to extend all the three classes. Means class 1, class 2, class 3. Means m1, m2, m3. All method I want to execute sequential in the sequence form. How we can do that?
Sir, same thing, passing dollar and curly bracket, this dot.
Like what I want this is your one method, this is your another method, this is your third method. I want to combine, correlate all. This become
Sir,
your one
create
method,
one
this become,
one object and call three methods, sir.
yeah. So how we have to modify? So we
Sir,
called m3 means that completely base in the dawn, correct? Then uh,
sir,
with
in
the
line
help
number
of
59,
m3,
we passing extend student, sir. Here passing school, sir.
yeah, correct. So we will extend a school. So via a school, what will happen? 1 second. Via a school, what will happen? It will enter in the this class, correct? And
Yes.
when it will enter in this class, then extend keyword is again it will got, and which one? A student, correct? Means what will happen? We going to call the last one, correct? And with the
Sir,
help of,
your screen stuck, sir.
is it for all?
No, sir.
Okay, just rejoin Praful. Maybe some network issue. So what will happen? What we had done in the sequence. So last is M3. This is your M3, correct? And with the help of M3, we reached in the this method, means in the last class method. And here, what we are doing, we are calling M2. Don't call M2, call sorry, don't call M1, call M2. So via this method, we are reaching inside the M2 method. We reached here, and here what it will do, it will call m1, means then it will reach to m1. Let's save and let's see. It is a sequential way. So see that what are the output we got. Something missing. I don't thinking that's
Sir, why
all
need
out
super keyword, sir?
per keyword
Because we not
when
take
we,
any name, sir.
yeah, when we pass the constructor, that time it's required super keyword. If you comment
Sir,
the constructor,
super keyword.
super key,
Super
yeah,
keyword taking value, sir. When we passing value inside the object, sir, it is taken and referred to parent class. That time we use
yeah.
super keyword, sir.
That time also, I don't know, means I have to go through that. I forget because this thing I had learned in the Java. In
Yeah, sir,
JavaScript,
I'm
not
also
there much.
learning Java.
Yeah. In Java's time, actually, I had learned that super keyword means how to pass the data from one to other class with the help of super keyword. In JavaScript, that is not available actually. I don't know whether it is there or not. Okay, so what we doing here? So we are calling, see that we are calling method M2. Then here it's coming method M1 and then M3. Means inside M3, we are calling M3 is there. And here we are calling M2 method. And inside the M2, what is there? M1 is there. And that's why we getting that M2 method, this one. And then it calling M1 method. M1 method is where? Here. So M1 method. So it's came, all the value came in the sequential way. M1, M2, M3 as like order form. Got it? So this type we can access the data of any, means not only data, property, method, whatever is there available in any classes, we can access that. So we had done the all, means like you can tell that complicated because this is like a multi-level construct, means multi-level inheritance. There are types of inheritance. We will, if we will go in that actually, then it will be tedious, means again it will be lengthy topic. Okay, we will not go in that. This is multi-level, that is one level. This is your first level, then this become your second level, then this become your third level, like that. So this the inheritance is known as the multi-level inheritance. There are different 4 or 5 types of inheritance, I think. Okay, so in this, what we had seen, how to access the method of the class that we had looked over. If you, who, if anyone have to learn OOPS concept, just go through the tutorial. You will get many tutorial. It will not take much more time, but yeah, 5 concept, 5 pillars of OOPS are there. So it will take time. You can learn. Yeah.
Where we use this concept in real time.
Which concept?
This one, extend,
Class, class one and extend.
yeah, extend constructor.
See what? Yeah. So what we had done here? Suppose you had written method one somewhere in some class, correct? If suppose this method one, if you have to write, go in the paint. Where is the paint?
So
Oh,
this
paint kit.
code going to so much lengthy. That's why no
Yeah.
one understands.
See.
I confuse
Yeah. Yeah.
this.
No.
Yes,
See,
sir.
don't confuse. I telling you the best is use actually. If you written M1 in the class one, correct? Inside the class student, you had written M1 method, correct? This M1 method, if you want to use somewhere in the sense, teacher method is there. Okay, wait, I will copy this line of code. See, this code is
Sir,
lengthy, I know.
create new one, sir. Create new one,
No.
sir.
I will create one paint. See, the code is lengthy, I know, because the concept is itself is lengthy type. Okay, we can't do anything. School student, something is there. On so okay. Let's see, there is one. See, we have 3 class. First class is a student. Second class is, first class is a student. Oh my God, second class something got a skip. Here that was second class. And what was that here?
Teacher, sir.
Class, TSCHER,
School,
teacher
school,
and
school. Sir, teacher
teacher,
is,
school, yeah.
yeah,
CHOOLS, school, extend, so which one? Extends a student, STUDENT. Okay. So see here. Yeah. So what we written here, we had written one class a student, one class a school, and one class is teacher. So total 3 classes we had written. A student, a school, and there is one teacher. He have some method that is M1. Some method, okay. Another method that is M2. Okay. And another method that is M3. Suppose that if you is in M1 method, suppose you doing something like calculation of percentage, marks, this, that, something you doing there. Okay, we had written just console, but suppose something you doing that operation, and same thing, same task you have to do in the method 2 also. What you will do? Any idea? What we will do? We will write the same line of code or not? In M1, suppose marks, CULATION, be doing one operation, marks calculation. Then suppose be doing fee calculation. Then be going a student count. So are you getting?
Yes, sir.
Be doing this all operation. What happened? 1 second. Marks, then fee, then a student count. Be doing this 3 operation inside the method M1. Fine. We can do or not? We can do this thing or not?
Yes, sir. Yes.
We can do that. Anything, whatever we want, we can do that operation. Okay. So be doing this 3 operation. Same this 3 you have to do in all everywhere. Means this one you doing for the student. Same thing you have to do for the school side also. Suppose here also. What you will do? You will write the same logic inside M2 or not? Means whatever logic we going to write in M1, same logic we have to write in M2. Correct? Same thing, suppose you have to do for the teacher also. Means M3 method. So what you will do? You will write the same logic here also. Is this correct or not? We will do the same thing or any other option is also there. We will copy paste the logic everywhere at the 3 places. Up to here, is this clear or not?
Yes.
Everyone, is this clear? We will do that copy paste. Hello. Please just speak. Otherwise, why are you going this much?
That code will
yes,
be
sir.
less.
We will do the copy paste. Now just imagine if you done the copy paste line of code, 3 line, 3 line, 3 line, whatever line of code you had written in one method, same line of code gone in the M2 method, then again same gone in the M3 method, means everywhere. Suppose that just imagine 5 line of code, means total 50 line of code. What is the use of that 50 line of code? No use, because same method we had already written in one method. This method M1, because if we had written somewhere that same method, we can extend that with the help of, we can use that method already. We know that that is with the help of extend keyword. Correct or not? Sweta, now you got that? So
Yes, sir.
now this marks, fee, student count, these all things, whatever be doing inside M1, the same thing we copy pasted in all method everywhere where it required. In place of copy paste the code, we can go and we can call that method itself, because we know the property that is extend, and we can extend that and we can use that. Where we had used this dot m1 here, correct or not? So like this way, we can access that method and we can use whatever we want. Is this clear or not? Shweta,
Yes, sir.
clear?
That is true. Sir.
Clear, na? Yeah. So this is going to reduce your line of code, because when you writing on the very lengthy project, so that time what you will consider the line of code. That time you have to maintain this thing. Otherwise, your project will be go too much lengthy, and it will take too much time in loading the application. Okay. So that time actually, if you will attend interview, means like suppose Java or Python, any backend language, sure they will ask the oops concept. Why? Because of this
Sir,
type of
always
property.
ask oops concept, sir.
Yeah, it's always means just you can tell 0.005% interviewer will not ask. Otherwise, 95 point means 99.99% interviewer will ask you oops concept, because of this type of property. Okay. So how we can access means you had written the code one time and you going to use everywhere. Means next time you not going to write your code, because already that method is there. That is the thing. So this type actually inheritance is
Sir,
working. Yeah.
JavaScript is a object-oriented programming language.
Yeah. That also.
Sir,
Object oriented scripting language, sir.
sir,
Yeah. Scripting language.
yeah, sir,
Yeah.
related to class in object-oriented. That's why telling in object-oriented programming language means class
Yeah.
uses object
Correct.
inheritance. That's why
See,
telling
actually, yeah.
object-oriented.
Due to class and that all the oops property, they are accepting, they are following. Okay. Due to that itself be telling oops concept means object oriented programming language, means object oriented scripting language, because JavaScript is a scripting language, not the programming language. Okay. But we are telling that programming itself, but it is a scripting language. Don't worry regarding a scripting and this that, just to keep in mind object oriented, that's it. Because if anybody telling you the object oriented, you can tell that JavaScript is going to support extend keyword, that is inheritance property. We can access the method. Okay. Then constructor is there. Then what are the properties we are learning
Sir,
means we know about?
abstract method is there, sir. Abstraction
I don't know that one.
in
Abstract.
JavaScript.
I don't know. Maybe because it's supporting that, so it should have to. Okay. So had you got idea why we going with the class means say that class and inheritance, these all concept, or anyone having a
Yes, sir.
still doubt? If anyone having, just let me know. So we will clear. All clear? I going to tell it. Okay. So by this type actually we will declare one method one time and we will use that method again and again wherever it required. Otherwise we can do that. That's not an issue. We can create the object each time. We can create the means object each time and we can call, but this is not the inheritance property, because you are calling the method separately, because you had defined that method separately. But what we are doing, we are not defining that method, but we are using the property or logic whatever is written inside that method. Clear? Okay. This is actually two important concept, and something is written there in the case of super. So super method refer to the parent class. Okay. By calling the super method in the constructor method, we call the parents constructor method and get access to the parents properties and method. Means what we will do always inside the constructor, always we will declare the super. So what it going to do with the help of super, whatever method is available in the parent, we can access that. So what are the method means who is the parent of the teacher? So parent of the teacher is the a school, means here extend keyword is there. So after extend, whatever will be the class name, that is considered as a parent class. Okay, and we can access their method or property. Keep in mind, inside the constructor write the super keyword.
Sir, one time comment out super keyword, sir.
Yeah, that
What will
also
be?
had work. That had also worked that time. We had seen that, but maybe some issue will be, but it's working. See that it's worked, no?
Yes.
It's working. It's not giving any error.
No,
The
sir,
main thing
when you comment only super keyword, it's not working, sir. When you comment both constructor and super, it's
yeah, correct. When we will comment this line super, now you will get error. Must call the super constructor in the delivered class before accessing this or returning the derived constructor. Okay, so it will be better practice to write the super itself directly, because when we pass the data, you can pass the data with the help of super. Okay, next is getter and setter. This already we had done. I will not spend more time, but just I will go quickly. So what we doing here, classes also allows you to use the getter and setter. It can be a smart to use the getter and setter for the properties, especially if you want to do something special with the value before returning them or before setting them. Means what get and set will do, it will do the special task like assigning and returning. But when, sorry, getting and setting, you can tell that getting and setting the value, but when, before returning them or before setting them. Means before returning or before setting, if you want to do anything, you can go with the get and set. Means to add getter and setter in the class, use get and set keyword. So we return one class name car, and inside the class car, that is constructor, and here be getting the car name with the help of a get keyword, that is getter. So return this dot car name. What it will do, it will give you the car name, because we are returning this dot car name, and here the getter is there. Okay, next set car name is there and x. So be passing the value here, and this dot car name equal to x. So here what we doing going to do, we are setting the value. So here we are using the getter, this is get and this is set. So maybe you will think that what is difference between getter and setter and the normal function. So difference is there. What is the difference, can anyone tell me? What is the difference? Any idea? Everybody taken dinner or not?
हाँ सर, मेरे पास एक बंदा सोया है, अभी बात कर रहा है वो सपने में।
otherwise, sir, we take biryani food.
मैंने कहा गया इसको अचानक।
One second. Sweta, what are you telling? You taken biryani?
No, sir, no, anyone not taken dinner, sir, we party like biryani.
Oh, you telling me to give biryani, correct?
No, sir,
I
I
am that.
already.
I, no. Give the party. I am the TCS employee. TCS is popular in these all things. Okay, so you have to give. See how many member is from the TCS. One is Sweta. Then where is Lalan? Lalan is not there. Then Amardeep also left. Amardeep is there. Means 3 member is from the TCS. Okay, so what we going to do here, we are writing the get, and this become the getter and this become the setter. So maybe it look like normal function type itself. So how we can make this function? So with the help of function keyword. So if you will add the function keyword, one second, function. So if we return function, oh my god, why it's taking that always? Yeah, so function be taken, then here we had taken the c name or whatever something we had taken, then return this dot car name. Okay, what is the error? function cam unexpected token a constructor method accessor property was expected. Okay, so inside the class name you can't write the function. Remove this, it will work fine, because now this become what? Now this become
Method.
method, because if function keyword is not there, then this become the method. If you add the
Sir,
function keyword, yeah,
yes, sir. Enter and enter, sir. Press enter button. What will we
it
do?
will give the function, it will give function. Wait, let maybe go with the setter first. Yeah, get, and now go with the function. It will give you function, but inside the class you can't declare the function. That's why you getting the error. Okay,
Yes.
it will accept, see that it accepting constructor, method, accessor, or property. That's it. Got it? So
Yes.
function is not. So remove this function keyword, you will not get any error, because now it becomes the method. Okay, yeah. So we had taken the getter and setter, and with the help of getter and setter, getter is helpful in the getting the value, setter is helpful in the setting the value. And before returning the value, we can do some operation whatever we want in the case of getter and setter, and remaining all the things are same, we can get the value. So note, even if the getter is a method, you don't have to use parenthesis when you want to use the get property value. Like what you're telling, getter get is there, no need to use the parenthesis. But yeah, the name is there, so we can, yeah, here actually. C name, where is that? If this will be function or method, so how you have to call this? C name, that is car name. So you have to call with the help of parenthesis, correct or not? Here you have to pass the parenthesis if this will be method, but this is getter or setter, so no need to pass this parenthesis. If you want, you can remove this. Got it? So no need to pass that one. So the name of the getter and setter method cannot be same as the name of the property in the case car name. Suppose you are using that getter and setter, try to keep that name separate. The name of the getter and setter method cannot be same as the name of the property in the case of car name. Okay, so we will not try to keep the same name. Many programmers use a underscore character before the property name to separate. So mostly what we are doing in the programming time also, we are using underscore here for the separation purpose. So here it's written C name, and I have also written the C name. So we can use like underscore type. Okay, so multiple getter having means for multiple getter or multiple setter, you have to pass the separate name, unique. So always we are using getter and setter. You will see in the anyone who had written the code, in the getter case and setter case, you will see underscore should be there. They're writing underscore. You can use underscore character to separate the getter and setter from the actual property. And why we are writing like this? Because when you not writing like this one underscore, so it becomes the normal. So for separation purpose, we are writing that actually. Got it or not? Okay. So the another thing, it's showing here how we can write that underscore. So it's already seen that this dot underscore car name or something. You can write anywhere. That's not an issue. Fine. This all are same example. Next is the hosting. What is hosting? Any idea? Only 2 pages. Hosting. So unlike JavaScript and other JavaScript declaration, class declarations are not hosted. Means hosting means declaring the value, passing the values. Sorry, not passing the value. Declaration type that let where const that one. That means that you must declare a class before you use it. Means if you using the class, where we are using the class, we are using the class here, new keyword. So before using the class, you have to declare. So what we had done, we had already declared this one. Otherwise, if you will declare this on the top, suppose on the top, so what we will get? Let's save and see. So what happened? What you telling? Cannot access car before initialization. Okay, means first you have to host that. Means you have to declare before using that one. Got this? So hosting, unlike, okay, you cannot use the class yet. My car already we had seen this, it giving error, and remaining all code will be same. Fine. Next, for other declaration like function, you not get an error when you will try. Suppose you writing function. Suppose that STUNAME, a student name like this type. Okay, and create one function. And what is the function? A student name, and write one console.log and done here STUNAME. Let's save. Let's see. We getting error. So we got the student name, but we had not declared and we had used. Means before using that we have to declare. But in the case of a function, there is no any contradiction. You can use, you can declare whatever you're doing. That's you can do. That's not an issue. It's giving for export. Will it work? Export keyword. What you thinking? I don't know. I trying anything. I don't know whether it will work or not. Let's try. What it referring? Where it referring? It not referring anywhere. Add. Oh, you have to import actually. Yeah. So go top. Don't know whether it will import inside or not. What is that? That is third. No, we can't. Okay. We will look this thing in that. I think this dot. No, that not. Okay. So let's see. So for other declaration like function, you not get an error when you try to it. Okay. So already we had seen that. So JavaScript a static method. What means this is a static method? So a static class method are defined on the class itself. Means when we writing the class, that time itself for any method we can give the static keyword. You cannot call a static method on an object, only on an object class. Means which one? Inside the class only. So what means the static? A static means fixed. That is the thing. So class we had written the car class, then one method that is constructor method, and we written one method that is a hello. Okay, but here for the hello we had written the keyword static. But when you call this one, return hello is written, the new car we had created that one, and which what is the method name? So method name is hello. So now we going to call the hello. You can call hello on the class itself. Means car dot hello method. So which car? That object reference or what? So here we had taken the object, means a class name. We not taken the reference one. Like previously we were doing my car dot, like that way. Let me write this one. Let me comment this. So see what we had written here. We written one class car, then constructor this dot name something. We had written one method that is hello, and here we had written the static keyword. And after that we are calling the car, and then we are calling with the help of a demo. Let's check the output first. So we getting a hello. Okay. What is the difference here and previous case? So when we was going with the previous case, we was calling the method with the help of the class reference variable. Means with the help of reference by which we are creating the class, with the help of reference we was calling. But here we are calling that method hello method, but not with the reference, with the help of class name, means class name dot method. Let's try another option. So when we will call this, so whenever there will be a static keyword, that time we will call method with the help of a class name itself, not with the reference. So let's try with the reference also, whether we will get or not. So let's see what it will do. So see that. What you have, what happened? My car dot hello is not a function. Means previously this was the variable, and with the help of this variable B was calling, but now it's not giving. Do one thing, remove this static keyword. Let's save. It's working fine. Means what you got? When there will be a static keyword with method, that time we can call that method with the help of class name, not the class created variable name, means not with the reference variable of the class. Keep in mind this thing. Call only non static method. Okay, but here call static static method. Call a static method. How we are calling that a static method? With the class name. Got it? Clear or not? So we will call static method with the class name. Call only non-static method. How we calling? With the class reference variable. Is this clear? So whenever the method is non-static, that time we going with the means a class variable. But the method is a static one. We can't call with the help of reference variable. We will call with the help of class name itself. Anyone having doubt in this one? Tell me. Any doubt? Everybody is sleeping.
No, sir, no doubt.
No doubt. Okay. Hello, then WLCOME, welcome. COME, welcome. Then there is the method car new Ford. Okay. Car dot hello static method is there. Yeah. Welcome. Okay. We got a welcome, but we not got a hello. Let's comment this line. Yeah, we got a hello, and due to that actually it overriding, because we are going with the same demo. That's why we it overriding. Okay. So hope I think this got clear. But what is written here, you can call hello on the car class, but not on a car object. Object means what? The reference variable. Because here we had created the object. You can't call that one. So document.getElement by id dot inner html my car. That is a reference variable, means object. This will raise an error. Clear? If you not want to use my car object inside the static method, you can send it as a parameter. Means if you not want to use this one, this variable, you can send as a parameter. Parameter like a static hello x is there, and a static keyword is there. New Ford, we had created new car, my car, and after that, what we doing here, we are writing car, that is class name, dot hello, that is a method, and inside that we had passed the my car variable. Okay, and here we are receiving that x, and x dot name, x dot name in the sense my car dot name. And why is that? Where is the my car dot name? Name is there. Means it's, you can tell that not the direct way, it's alternative. Means by turning process, you can tell that by turning way we are moving there. But simple way is that you can directly go with the class name. In Java also same concept is there. When a static keyword will be with method, you will not call with the help of the reference variable, means object created variable. You will call with the help of class name directly. Okay, same concept is here also, it's not any changes. So this was the class concept. We covered the class concept. What we had learned here, we learned how to create the class, how to write the constructor, what is super keyword, then inheritance concept, which is most important. After that, what is the need of the inheritance, then if a static keyword, if a method having a static keyword, what is the need and how to access that. A static means fix, no any other method can access that one. For means, see, if you writing a static keyword, it going to restrict, means it restricting in the access case, so it's restricting from the accessing. So static keyword. So how we will access the static keyword method? So with the help of the class name. So class name dot the method. So we can't call that with the help of the created object variable. You can tell that object variable. You can't call because the keyword is the static. If that will be not a static, you can call with that variable. It's not an issue. But yeah, alternative way is there to call that with the help of that variable also. That is some tedious. You can't tell tedious because already seen the example. You can call that class name dot method, and here you can pass as the argument. That is the main concept. Is this clear or anyone having any doubt? Because this was actually class concept. It's too important. Okay. That's why we can't left these all topics.